chosen. I am chosen. Say chosen. Chosen. I am chosen. I am chosen. Put those rocks together. So you sing it tonight. He calls me by my name. He pulls me ever closer. For he has come to save. My God is on the throne, and I am not alone. We are chosen to fight, to stand up for the right, to proclaim that you are God. We declare you are King over everything. Lord, fill us with your love. We are chosen, chosen to bring your light to the world. Play those rocks together. Fixing my eyes on my Lord, though I risk it all. I choose to follow Jesus, though the heavens fall. Walking the narrow way, we're choosing you today. Today, we are chosen to fight, to stand up for the right, to proclaim that you are God. We declare you are King over everything. Lord, fill us with your love. We are chosen, chosen to bring your light to the world. Chosen, chosen. I am chosen. I am chosen. Say chosen. Chosen. I am chosen. I am chosen. Say chosen. Chosen. I am chosen. I am chosen. Say chosen. Chosen. I am chosen. I am. We are chosen to fight, to stand up for the right, to proclaim that you are God. We declare you are King over everything. Lord, fill us with your love. We are chosen, chosen to bring your light to the world. We are chosen, chosen to bring your light to the world. Are you chosen tonight? I said, are you chosen tonight? Chosen, chosen, I am chosen.
4, it's going to be on Moses. They started the production on that 3.5 years ago already. So they've got another 5 years to go before they do it. So you can tell how much they really put into these things. In case you wonder if the kids just went and had a good time, yeah, they had a good time. But they also did a lot of honors while they were there. And here's just a list of some of the honors that they did. And they didn't go to every one of them. The kids got to pick and choose. Maybe 2 went to this one, 5 went to this one. Everybody went to the pewter casting, which was really awesome because we all got to make our own little pewter emblems that showed Chosen on it. But besides pewter casting, they did drawing, pin trading, which you saw, flags, blacksmith, poetry and songwriting, letterboxing, cacti, meteorites, lighthouse, glass etching, maple syrup, pickleball, braille, dinosaur, and plastic canvas. Those are just some of the honors that they earned while they were there. If you saw rain on there at one time, we did not have that much rain. We only had it like one day, right? One morning we had rain. We were supposed to have it in the afternoon and it went past us, thank heavens. Okay, what you see on the screen right now, the largest human cross, that was 13,309 people. It was a world record, Guinness, how do you say that? Guinness World Record of the human cross. Well, they say 13,310. Okay, one person I missed.
Well,
Okay.
it depends on who was counting, I think.
Right. Well, actually, what you had was you had a little thing that you had to go over to count.
Yep.
You have,
I brought some show and tell stuff, and I'll have it out on the back so you guys can see. But they had a little, where's my card?
you can tell we're getting older when we got to put our glasses on to see.
I'm like a little boy pulling all this stuff out of their pockets until you get to the very bottom. There.
It says, I was counted for the world's largest human cross, and on the back, they have a little metal thing. Everybody had to go through on this plate, and then you had to bring it down like this as you went through. And they counted you. That's how they counted you, to make sure how many went through. It took so long for everybody to go through, we had a few people pass out, so that might be where.
It was hot that day. It was really hot.
Okay, and the other thing that was a Guinness World Record was the Pathfinder scarf. And you see what's holding that up? 2 big cranes? That's because that thing weighed 4,000 pounds. There's 2,254,544 stitches in it. It took over 300 volunteers, 300 feet of fabric to make that. And that is what they showed when they did the Master Guide. Some people were done for Master Guide that day.
And that was put together by the Texas Conference.
Yes, it
They
was.
did that with a bunch of volunteers.
Like Jolene said, she has some stuff she brought back that she'll put out in the foyer and you can look at it. Some of the pins that we traded, the pewter casting that we did. Probably the highlight of our whole thing, and maybe the highlight of 1,311 people, was they had 1,311 baptisms while we were there. And we had 2 of our Pathfinders baptized, Forrest Dunsweiler and Monique Wasambi. So that was pretty awesome that they chose to be baptized while they were there. And they had not decided to do that before they went. So it was kind of a surprise to us too, but it was really neat and blessing. So if you think that the monies that you guys put in for Pathfinders and stuff, it's really worth it. It's worth it for the kids to go and experience this. It's worth it for us adults, even though we're wore out when we get back. And I do actually want to make one very big thank you, and he's not here, and that's Dennis Myers. He took and drove our Pathfinder trailer up to Dayton so that we could take it from there, the O'Neills could take it from there to Oshkosh, and then the following week, he came back and picked the trailer up and brought it back down here. So that was quite a nice thing, because we didn't have to rent a truck to do it.
We had a total of 22 people in our
22
group that
people
went
went,
in, and there were over 50,000 people camped at Oshkosh in a half-square-mile radius. So we were packed together very tightly.
Oh, another thing was there was over 100 countries represented there. besides the United States. Some countries I never even heard of before had like 4 or 5 people there, and it was unbelievable.
You saw a picture of different flags. What the kids would do was they'd take their country flag, and at the beginning of the program, they did the baptisms in the evening for half an hour, and then there was a little bit of lag time. So during that lag time, while the rest of the crowd was moving in, there were people with their country flags running through the audience for 45 minutes, just proudly waving their flag that they were there.
It was pretty
It was
cool.
really cool. But I mean, there were just gorgeous, colorful flags
Yes.
the whole time.
Yep.
We have 2 that were there. Amber, are you hiding back there? What was one of your favorite memories? This was Amber's first time to Oshkosh. Pin trading. Yes, that was a big thing.
Yeah, I can't believe how much the kids are into pin trading. And they want to go to these other countries and get their pins. And of course, they want the United States pins. So it's a good way to meet other people.
Pin trading actually started in the Olympics in the 80s. The competitors from the different countries would trade things amongst themselves, and it ended up that they traded pins, and then Pathfinders kind of adopted it. And so now they have a pin trading honor that they've developed because of that. Matthew,
He's really hiding.
are you hiding? Is Eloise here? Okay. What was one of your favorite memories? This is Matthew's second time at Oshkosh.
And at this time, actually, Matthew was not a Pathfinder. He was a counselor because of he's a counselor with Pathfinders now, which we are really thankful for.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if any of you remember Janet and Richard Boges. They're living in Washington now. We ran across them.
We ran across several people we knew from other places.
Zombies were constantly finding people that they knew. Eloise was finding people that she knew. Dunsweilers. We came across people we knew from California. So, I mean, it's kind of like a family reunion. It was really cool. It was really cool.
It really was a reunion too with the O'Neills because they had gotten their tickets and stuff before they left, and they went up there with us, and it was kind of neat to be able to camp with them, and just wish they were back here.
So it was kind of like a big vacation Bible school mission adventure, because not only did they have the honors that the kids worked on, but they went out and did community outreach in the town of Oshkosh. They did Bible studies and things like that, and then they also did community projects, like they teamed up with Habitat for Humanity, and they had a free dental clinic and a medical clinic. So, I mean, there were all sorts of things. They were collecting Bibles to give. It was just incredible amount of stuff that we were just so busy. You saw the first day out, we did 18,000 steps. We walked and walked and walked, and the kids were busy the whole time.
Yep.
So anyway, thank you all for your support and your prayers, and we really appreciate it.